We'll start with Rob Lewis, then we'll go to David Pascal.
Henry, just what kind of different intensity have you seen from the defensive line now that Coach Pruitt has moved into a hands-on role with that group for, I guess, the last couple of weeks?
Coach Pruitt got them boys going. They got more energy. They're striking blockers. And, Coach Pruitt's doing a great job with them up front. And they're all buying into it. They all love it. And, they just got to come together as one and just play.
Henry, I know you're just a sophomore, but this unique season, your first 5 games have been teams you were familiar with after playing last year. How different is Arkansas just from kind of a lack of knowledge of their personnel department? Because it's been a while since these two have played.
I feel like every single SEC team plays exactly the same. They do a lot of RPOs. They like getting the ball on the edge. So it's pretty much nothing that we haven't seen throughout the season. Our coaches came up with a great game plan yesterday. So now we just got to go throughout the week, find little tendencies of them, and just take it on from then to Saturday.
Brent Hubbs, then Gustavo.
Henry, I think Coach Pruitt said you guys missed 23 tackles in the Alabama game. I'm sure the focus and a lot of fundamentals this past week in the open date was tackling. What do you guys have to do defensively to tackle better?
We do a lot of drills, a lot of open field tackles. Coach Pruitt is right. We did miss a lot of tackles in that game. And this off week that we had was huge for us. We did a lot of tackling drills with the offensive guys, a lot of open field tackles with them. We spent a lot of time in individual, trying to get that, tracking the near hip, making sure that we don't overrun things. So this week was huge for us.
In terms of the defensive line, how you see this open week as a chance of you guys kind of regroup, reconnect, and improve for the Arkansas game?
It was huge. We needed this week off, and we needed it as a whole, not only the defensive side, but the offensive side. We just needed to regroup, figure out our fundamentals. You go throughout a season, you go throughout games, and you kind of lose track of your fundamentals and what got you to the point where you're at. It was huge for us this week.
Trey Wallace.
Henry, what did last week do for you when it comes to a vocal standpoint on that defense? You're a leader on the team. I understand the year that you're in, but being able to get on the other players that they need it and be able to be that vocal leader on the field for the defense, because it seems like Jeremy Pruitt really trusts you. So how do you take that in and be that guy on the defense?
It honestly comes with integrity. It comes with consistency, and being able to do the right things at all times. I don't have the right to yell at somebody or tell somebody that they're doing something wrong if I'm not doing it right. So if I'm not doing it right, then I have no right to yell at somebody. So I kind of take that upon myself to try to do it right all the time, to try to put the extra work in, to try to put the extra time in, so that I can lead these guys in the right way, so that I can try to navigate where our defense is supposed to be and how we're supposed to play. There's little things that I need to fix, but I just try to motivate our guys. We know how we can be. We know our top tier. So I just try my best to be able to get our guys going.
Back to Rob Lewis.
Henry, last year, the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season did not go the way you guys wanted, and I'm sure the first half of this year didn't go the way you wanted. How much do you think you guys benefit from the experience in 2019 of being able to regroup, turn things around, and finish strong?
We've been down and out before. We've been counted out before. We know what it takes to get back. We know what it takes to be at our lowest point. And, Coach Pruitt harps on this all the time. We're going to find a way. No matter what it is, no matter how we're looking, how we're doing, we're going to find a way to come out with the results that we want.
Ben McKee, then David Pascal.
Yeah, Henry, how would you assess how you personally have played through the first 5 games this season, and maybe what were some areas you wanted to key in on during the bye week to improve on?
I kind of expect a lot out of myself. I always evaluate the bad things that I do in a game. No matter how much good I do, I try to look at the bads, try to learn from it, try to grow from it. Through these past 5 games, I feel like I didn't really exceed what I wanted to be. I didn't really do the things that I wanted to do on the field. So kind of this week was, for me, mainly focused on obviously tackling, making calls, getting calls in fast to the guys. So that's probably a huge part that I see in my game that I need help on.
Henry, last week, Florida's Dan Mullen was outspoken about not liking the NCAA mandating tomorrow a day off because he said that Florida registered a lot of guys early and a lot of their players have already voted. What about you? What is your kind of thought on that? Tuesday's typically obviously a huge day for preparation. I know they've got the Florida-Georgia game. I know Jeremy said y'all having the open date kind of helped y'all combat the off day tomorrow. But what do you think about the NCAA's decision? Do you like that?
I mean, I have nothing to say about Dan Mullen. You know, he's a head coach, and I can't really say nothing about that. But, you know, I respect it, you know, and I appreciate it. It gives everybody a chance to be able to use their right and vote. So, you know, I think it's huge, not only for players, for a lot of players in the NCAA. So, you know, we just got to take advantage of it as players and use our right.
Back to Brent Hubbs.
Henry, what do you guys have to do to be a better football team in the second half of games, be more productive in the second half of games?
Execution, creating turnovers. You know, there's a lot of opportunities for us out there to be able to create turnovers, to create strip fumbles, catch interceptions, and being able to execute the game plan, you know, not really having a lot of mental errors, and just coming out and playing clean football. You know, as long as you play clean football and give it your all, you know, you should be good. And that's something that we're trying to harp on throughout the rest of this season.
Patrick Brown.
Henry, what do you guys as linebackers need to do to be a little bit more tighter in coverage? Running backs, tight ends. What do you guys need to do to improve there as a unit?
Back to the fundamentals. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, we did a lot of it in camp, and then we kind of strayed away from it as the season went on. So you know, we just got to be able to practice the fundamentals over and over and over again, no matter how much or how stressful it can be. You know, the fundamentals will take you a long way. That's got us where we are. So we just got to harp on it. You know, we got to have in-depth practices with it. You know, if the coaches are not harping on it, we got to do it as players. So that's something that we have to execute on.
Back to Gustavo.
Harry, you have a lot of linebackers, you know, from freshmen to seniors. So how you see this open week kind of guys working, especially with the young players who are working more in terms of fixing the fundamentals?
You know, the young players are doing a great job of buying into what the coaches are telling them, buying into what kind of the older guys are trying to teach them. So, you know, like we said the whole time, you know, the bye weeks are really huge for fundamentals. And those younger guys are doing a great job, especially on the D-line, outside linebackers, and the DBs, and especially at the inside linebacker position. You know, they're doing a great job.
All right. Thanks, Henry.
Appreciate it.
We'll have